What's up guys, Jake the Turtles here, and we are going to do something new for this video. I'm going to be doing some freestyle matches in the Great League in preparation for my possible World Championship appearance. That's if I win the Open Qualifier, and we're planning for all things here, and I think my Rainbow Cup team is pretty good, and it's possible. Anything's possible, guys, so we're going to plan for it. So I'm going to be doing some regular Great League matches, and we're going to be testing some teams out to what I could possibly use, because obviously there's some bans, and I want to see what works. So right now we are working with Blastoise, and he's got a Skarmory. And we are going to aggro farm here to save up some energy, and we're going to have to use the shield, which is something I didn't really want to do in this fight, but now we know we have to use one shield to at least beat Skarmory with Blastoise. So we're going to go for an Ice Beam, expecting a Grass type here, and it is going to be I think it's Melmetal's a Steel and Electric, or Steel and Rock and Steel. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I'm still learning. I don't have Melmetal yet, so I wouldn't know. But it's not really gonna resist those water type moves. So I really should have used the water type move, but didn't really know, so I shouldn't have wasted it. And I'm gonna aggro farm here and try to get to the Blast Burn, but I cannot get to it, so I'm going to die. So it's going to be Toxicroak, but he's going to have 2 shields left with Medicham. So it's going to be a GG for me. He's just going to Power Up Punch spam me. Now, Power Up Punch isn't going to hurt that much, but it is going to charge up faster than my Mud Bomb, and it's going to be stronger every single time he attacks. And he's got 2 shields, so it doesn't really matter what he does with me. And his attack is going up. This Power Punch is about going to finish me off here, and he is going to be able to counter me to death after I use this pitiful Mud Bomb against his shield. So GG's to Pokemaster Bud in that first match. So we're going to hop into another match with Pokemaster Bud, and I'm going to lean with Bastiodon. And this Bastiodon is obviously not powered up, and it doesn't have a second move yet, as you'll see. So I probably could have taken out this Altaria a lot easier in this matchup, but I do not have that Stone Edge yet. So I've got the Flamethrower, which is going to be good against this Onix, a Steel type and a Ground type. So he's going to have to block it. And I'm going to bring in Toxicroak to do some super effective damage with those counters against the Steel type. So I'm going to not shield this because I'm thinking it's Crunch. But it's Earthquake, so I got demolished. Very bad move by me. And I'm going to bring in Golbat to kind of clean up my mess. And I'm going to have to shield both of these just to keep my Golbat alive, because I know that there's something in the back that I have to fight with Golbat. And I'm going to go for a Shadow Ball here to do some good neutral damage, because Shadow Ball is a very strong move. And it's going to be able to knock him out from that health, so it's very good for me. And he's going to bring in Raichu. So it's a Alolan Raichu, by the way, guys. So I'm going to use these Poison Fangs as shield bait now that he knows I have Shadow Ball. But he's not going to take the bait. And I'm going to use it again, and he's not going to take the bait. So very good player here. Does not take my shield bait both times. And I'm going to shield up to preserve my Golbat, because I think that I can get to something and then switch. But unfortunately, it does not let me switch because the game is broken, obviously, guys. And then it says I didn't take any damage. So bringing Bastiodon to basically do a bunch of smackdowns here against this Alolan Raichu, and then I'm going to be using my Flamethrower against this Altaria, because I have nothing really left to give this Altaria. And I think if I have Stone Edge, obviously I kill it, because he has no shields, and I would have had enough energy there, obviously, or I could have gotten the Stone Edge, you know, and I would have been able to survive this altercation. But he's going to be able to basically just get his Dragon Pulse charged up and then get a Sky Attack before I can even get another Flamethrower off. So GG's Pokemaster Bud. So let's hop into battle 3 of 3 against Pokemaster Bud. So in this battle, I believe we are going to be leading with Whiscash. Yes, it's Whiscash against Quagsire. So this is a neutral matchup, both water, ground types. And we are going to go for the Mud Bomb here after storing a little bit of energy for 1.5. And he is choosing to not shield. And then he is going to get off a move, and I'm going to choose not to shield because I'm thinking it's Stone Edge. And then I am going to charge up a lot of energy and then go for a double Mud Bomb here. I'm going to go for Mud Bomb number 1 and try to switch, and he's got another move ready, so I'm going to choose not to shield. I should have shielded this one because I knew it was Earthquake. I had an idea. And then I'm going to bring in Golbat to do some damage here against the ground type with the flying type moves. And he's going to bring in, believe it is, yeah, it's Lucario. So I'm going to basically shield, bring in Bastiodon here to be my shield. By shield, I mean absorb these power-up punches. And then I'm going to bring in Golbat with a lot of charge energy and I'm not going to block this because I know it's Power Up Punch. So I'm going to go for a Poison Fang, and he already knows I've Shadow Ball from the last matches, so he's going to shield. And then I'm going to go for another Poison Fang for a good bait. And then he is going to take both shields here. He's going to use both shields. So I have an open Lucario, and an unshielded Lucario is a bad Lucario. So he's going to be able to get off another Power Punch. So I'm going to shield because I thought it might have been Shadow Ball because he had a lot of energy charging. And then he's going to bring in a Tropius. So Tropius is going to be weak to those poison moves, but it's also going to resist because it's flying type. So I'm going to have to use one Poison Fang and then go for the Shadow Ball because I don't think that the second Poison Fang would have killed him. So that's going to be a GG in that game. So let's hop into a match against Can't Stop Keister. So Cole and I are going to be doing some freestyle once again. I'm going to be leading with Toxicroak, and he's going to lead with Toxicroak. So we've got ourselves another Nightmare Cup battle, I guess. And it's Toxicroak versus Toxicroak. So you guys know how this one plays out. Someone will either piggyback or use the Mud Bomb first and play chicken. So I'm going to let him use it, then I'm going to piggyback off him and get my Mud Bomb off, which hopefully he will shield. And he does. So I am going to go for the switch right before he gets his Mud Bomb and bring in my Whiscash to do some damage with my own Mud Bomb. So then he is going to block it because he's got a lot of energy stored up. So then he is going to get out of there and bring in Altaria. But I am going to go for a Blizzard, and he doesn't know that I have it, or just doesn't even have an idea, and doesn't. Oh, he doesn't have any shields. That's why. That's right. He's 2 shields on his Toxicroak. So I destroyed Altaria. So there's that. Yeah, he brings in Azumarill to take down my Whiscash, which obviously the bubbles are going to do some pretty decent damage against the ground type. And I am going to store up a little bit of energy for a Blizzard. You know, I'm going to use this Blizzard and hopefully it smacks him and doesn't really do much, so not really helping me there. But I'm going to bring in my Toxicroak with some energy, and I'm going to try to get to a Sludge Bomb here, but I cannot. I didn't think Mud Bomb would do the job, and I die. So I've got Charizard in the back with some energy charged up on Azumarill, so it's basically going to be a GG for me in this first game. You know, kind of writing it off a little bit, but get to a Dragon Claw, and you're going to see what this does to Azumarill. It's going to flick him. It's just going to give him a little flick, and then I'm going to die. So GG's cool. Let's hop into our next match against Can't Stop Keister. And in this match, I'll be leading Charizard, and he's leading Venusaur. So guess what, guys? It's a Rainbow Cup match. It's like I'm going to be using these Fire Spins, and then he is going to switch into a Raichu. It's a Lowland Raichu, so this is going to hurt me, obviously, because, well, guys, you know the rest of my lineup, hopefully. And at this point, I'm realizing that I have 3 things weak to electric, so I'm basically screwed. I don't know what I was doing making this lineup, but I guess that's why I'm learning a little bit, you know? I'm going to bring in Golbat to take this Thunder Punch. Actually, I'm going to shield it, and hopefully I can do some damage with this Shadow Ball, but I'm going to go for a Poison Fang for shield bait, and he is going to get to a Thunder Punch before me, so I'm basically dead here. And I'm going to bring in Charizard again with a Dragon Claw, and he could have not shielded here and probably taken out my entire team, but, well, he's pretty weak, actually, but maybe not. Then he's going to bring in Whiscash, so I'm like, alright, I have Blastoise. Blastoise might be able to do some damage against him with the Water-type moves. If he blocks this, he's probably, if he doesn't block it, he's probably going to win. Yeah, didn't block it, so, yeah, bad match for me, learning a little bit, you know, that probably isn't good. But that's why I'm putting it in here for you guys. You guys can realize that your teams need to be balanced, and you can't just throw out 3 things weak to electric because Raichu is going to smack you. And if you're going to the World Championships, you guarantee that a Alolan Raichu is going to be one of the hot picks for the tournament. So GG's cool. Well, let's hop into match number 2 against Can't Stop Keister. I'm going to be leading with Blastoise, and he's got Umbreon. So what I'm going to do here is just play for the neutral matchup here, and then go for this Hydro Cannon as soon as possible. After charging maybe a little bit of extra energy, maybe 2 more Water Guns. And that Hydro Cannon is going to do pretty significant damage, so I'm going to shield here, knowing that I can definitely KO this Umbreon with 1 shield pretty easily. So what I'm going to do is switch right before I get my Hydro Cannon, then bring in Toxicroak so that I can basically counter down this Umbreon. I'm going to switch lock myself, which is perfectly fine with me because I'm going to have a ton of energy charged up for whatever comes in. that I can do some pretty decent damage with that Sludge Bomb. And he is going to bring in, believe it is, yes, Scyther. So Sludge Bomb, as you can see, is not going to be super effective against the bug type, but look how much damage it does because of, one, the frailty of Scyther, and two, how strong the move is. So I'm going to keep Toxicroak alive because he's pretty healthy right now. And he's going to bring in Altaria. So I'm going to use a Mud Bomb to shield bait him because he would have to block that Sludge Bomb. It's going to do pretty decent damage once again, like I said. And I'm able to get to another Sludge Bomb, and I get it off, so he's going to have to either shield this or take some damage off. And you guys can see how much damage Sludge Bomb does because it's that powerful move. So I'm going to have a Hydro Cannon ready, and I'm assuming he's going to shield this one because if not, he's going to die. So very good job by him right there. And he's going to be able to almost KO my Blastoise Dragon Pulse, and then he's going to be able to fast move me to death with the Wing Attack. So I'm going to bring in Toxicroak to just punch him a couple times, and then I'm going to bring in Golbat to kind of soak this Sky Attack and then take the victory because my Wing Attacks will be able to take him out before I can even get to a Poison Fang. So GG's calling that game. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys liked this video. If you have any recommendations for my World Championship team, please let me know in the comments. And if you guys want me to make any specific videos, definitely let me know in the comments. Hope you guys like this video. Look forward to making the next one. Thanks, guys.